This is Mark Allen Lovewell, folk singer from Martha's Vineyard, with my dear friend Molly Conole. We just did for you the Ukrainian national anthem.
That's right.
And we've been doing it for a while. Almost every week, I think. Pretty much every week when we get together. I want to pay tribute to the troubles out there in Europe.
Yeah.
And we think about them. We think about all the troubles out there and
how fortunate we are.
And how fortunate we are. And I'm sure you have your own thoughts as well, and maybe you can tuck them in with what we just did.
I see you guys are starting to get in here, and thanks
Anyway.
for commenting. Even if you're not commenting, thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you for joining with us. And we're here to celebrate. We're here to celebrate a tradition, an American tradition. Oh, I'm sure it's a universal tradition. It's a tradition in Europe as well.
That's
But
right.
it's a tradition here in an American way. We're here to celebrate the fair.
The fair! It's coming! The end of this week! We can't wait. A week from today. That's right.
And
And so many towns have fairs, and there's a lot to celebrate at a fair. And I gotta brag on you for a minute here, okay? You can not listen if you don't want to hear it, but this is just so cool. During COVID time, when there couldn't be a fair because of crowds, no crowds, can't do anything with crowds, our local fabulous music producer guy, Andy Hurd, decided, well, the musicians have got to do something. Why don't we on this virtual fair have a competition for the best fair song? And somebody that I know kind of won that competition with this song. Somebody sitting in this room. I don't know who that could be. But this is a really cool song, and he made an awesome video about it too. And that's somewhere on the web. You can find that out there with all kinds of great photos he took of the fair. But this kind of gives a flavor of all those fun things happening at the fair. Can't wait. I love singing this song.
yeah, you can find it on YouTube. It's the original entry in the fair, and I assembled a collection of black and white photographs of fairs going back years and years and years. Because as a journalist, I've been photographing and writing about the fair for a long time. and so anyway, so I immersed myself in those photographs and immersed myself in the stories that I remember. And you have those same stories too, many of you go to the fair. And so I came up with the words of this song. And Molly's so good at singing with me on
I
it.
love this. This is so
And we're
fun to
excited.
sing.
And anyway. Each summer I remember holding hands at the fair midway, whipped cream on our lips from eating blueberry pie, carnival rides, fresh squeezed lemonade, pink block cotton candy that sticks to the cheeks like glue. Looking back, it couldn't have been better if everyone waved a red, white, and blue. Here's the chorus. So let's go roam the fairground, watch the farmers do what they do, and taste that blue, blue ribbon. Taste that blue ribbon, blueberry pie. It's already past the middle of summer. Pumpkins and squash are hanging on the vine. Bright flowers, they are for picking. Grapes are ready for jelly on wine. The swimming season is nearly over. Only one thought, perhaps this islander is mine. We all want to meet be returning with a lady and a lot of young ones around. Can't miss that golden busy fairground. We're gonna have a barrel of fun. I got a memory of a Ferris wheel spinning. So many friends we cherish aren't around. I'll be back next year with a dream and a wish to come holding my grandchild's hand. So let's go roam the fair now. Watch the farmers do what they do and taste that blue ribbon. Taste that blue ribbon blueberry pie. Taste that blue ribbon blueberry
Were we getting hungry in the middle of that?
Every time we do it, we do it a little different.
I think it's because we're thinking about pie.
Hey, has anybody ever had a song of blueberry pie? Anyway, we're very excited because you, who are on Martha's Vineyard, who are going to the fair on Saturday night, Saturday late afternoon,
Saturday, 6:30 to 7 p.m. to be exact.
we're going to be on stage. We're going to be live. Like we're
gonna have
live
a
right
gig.
now.
We're going to have a little gig, a real gig. And we would love to see you there.
Honest, you know, I mean, I get hammered. Molly gets hammered. Well, where are you playing? Where are you playing? There's always a line.
Aren't you doing anything
Winnie,
local?
are you doing any concerts anywhere? Well, probably not as many as you'd all like. So when we do one, it's it's a treasure. So,
Yeah. So thanks.
so next Saturday,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to sing this song.
We're definitely singing
And it'll
this
be
song.
definitely different from this version.
Because it's live.
Because that's the way we do it all the
That's the
time.
way
We
we
do
do
it differently.
That's right. It's
It's a
live.
lovable song. I mean,
It's a
it was
lovable
intended
song.
to. I mean, I'm thinking of, oh my God, I'm thinking of Fisher family. I'm thinking of, oh my God, I'm thinking of all of these families that are farmers. The farmers in the community. I read a lot more and more of them. It's like, they're wonderful people. And then there are also the fishermen showed up too, the Morgans or whatever. I have so many memories of just wonderful people.
And the woodsmen, and there's
Oh, the woodsmen are amazing.
the artistry that they do with those
Chainsaws
loud
and
chainsaws and axes, and they're throwing
Saws?
them at targets and stuff. It's well, and then you walk inside the fair. I mean, I could spend 2 hours in there looking at all the handcrafts and the paintings, even by the little tiny kids. I love looking at the creativity and the quilts that are fantastic, hanging from the rafters, and it's just the vegetables that have been grown, and the
vegetables that people
jellies
grow.
and
I got friends who
jams,
are making all
flower
kinds of cooking
arrangements.
this and that.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
part about grapes ready for picking. I just picked grapes and gave them to a dear friend. He's making jelly out of it.
Yeah, and it's
Steve
professional
Durkee,
artists and
everybody knows Steve
amateurs.
Durkee.
Yeah.
He's making jelly out of it. You know, this is the time of year. It's a fruitful. Excuse me, cornucopia, fruitful time of year. And
That's right.
speaking of little kids, I mean, you see this at my show every week. See this thing here? You recognize it? Some of you will recognize it as a model of the ferry boat Islander, which is long gone. Well, I was a cute little kid, 8, 9 years old. It was a project. I made it. I made it with whatever I could get my hands on as a kid, and you wouldn't trust a kid with many heavy tools. So the woods are. So anyhow, it's weird. And I got a blue ribbon out of it.
Yay!
Here's the ribbon, but it's all
Blue
falling
ribbon.
apart.
It's a faded blue ribbon, but I
Look
can
at this.
see
It was
it's a
once
blue
blue,
ribbon.
but now look at it. That's a
First premium. It says
First
right there.
prize.
First prize. That deserves a first prize. That's
I wish
really
if I had
awesome.
filled it out. If you ever have a prize, fill it out because years later you'll never know when it appeared. So anyway, so we honor the fair, and I also just kind of tote this.
Oh,
This
better.
CD of ours, this Home with Molly and Mark CD that came out back in May.
huh?
The lead song. 19 tunes, 19 recordings in this thing. The lead one, number 1. You're all going to be shocked. Let's go to the fair.
Why not? It's so much fun. It sets the tone. It sets the tone. Exactly.
So anyway, so let's all meet at the fair, folks, and let's
That's
hold
right.
hands.
And it's such a family event. I mean, that's the lovely thing about it too, is that
man.
it's families have memories together of doing things at the fair. That's right.
Oh.
My family does, for sure. And speaking of memories with my family, we made a treasured memory today with my family, thanks
No,
to your
you did?
generosity. We went on the boat. We went sailing. And my kids had never been sailing before. And it was such a cool experience. And you're just so good at explaining things and making everybody feel so calm and cool and telling the story about cat boats and everybody got into the fun about guessing why is it called cat boat, and there were all kinds of fun
I'm
theories.
going to tell you something you already know. My guest today on my catboat sea shanty, my guests today are, without any question, the most important people to go sailing with me. The most important first-timers to go sailing with me. This is Molly's kids. You know,
And they're dear friends.
tell them about it.
It was so great. So there was Mia and Simon and T and Nina, and we all went out, and everybody got a chance at the wheel, learning how to steer and feel the wind going this way and that way. And
And it was a light breeze, so it wasn't an unbearable. There was nobody leaving all over the side.
no, it was
It was
good.
just very relaxed.
Very relaxed.
We had
It
a
was
picnic,
a beautiful day. It was just,
homemade picnic lunch,
it was a really
sailing
fun
in
day.
the outer waters of Edgartown Harbor and the inner harbor too as well.
Picture perfect day. It was. And it was just wonderful to make that family memory. It really was. And we sang some songs on the boat by popular demand. It was like, hello, we're
was
sailing on a
perfect.
boat called Sea Shanty. We better do something,
It was
right?
partly fed by one of the boats that went by. So you singing?
That's true.
If anybody's ever, you go to my website markallenlovewell.com and there's a picture of my sailboat right on it. And you
With
can
the
see-
logo. Yeah, you
with
can
the-
see the logo
the
over here
famous
next
logo.
to the boat on the screen. You can see it on the
Oh yeah, the
Facebook.
logo on the upper
Yeah.
right-hand corner of the screen is that logo is on the sail of my boat. And anyway, when I was a little boy, my mama often told me, "Way haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. That if I didn't kiss the girls, my lips they'd all grow moldy. Way haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Way haul away, we'll haul for better weather. Way haul away, we'll haul away, Joe." King Louis was the king of France before the revolution. Way haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. But Louis got his head cut off, it spoiled his constitution.
Just a bit.
Way haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Way haul away, we'll haul for better weather. Way haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. For emphasis, one more time on the chorus.
Oh, yeah.
Way haul away, we'll haul for better weather. Way haul away, we'll haul that's sea shanties were songs sung aboard ship, and many of them had a level of humor in them, and helping people deal with the hardship of their day and the hardship
the monotony of it, right? You gotta
truly.
And
You're away from your home, you're away from your family, you're away from everybody you love, and you're out on a ship. What are you going to do? Well, sea shanties reflect that creative energy of sailors as they tried to deal with it, and they dealt with it well. And there are thousands of sea shanties that have been written, thousands, and only a few of them have been recorded. You know, a couple hundred or so, right? And anyhow, we have.
Speaking about the era of sort of a huge era of the popularity of sea shanties and the whaling era and stuff, that can also bring us to other maritime communities. Like, this was reminding me of today's experience in these other maritime communities, Trinidad and Tobago, which brought together African influences of music and made a thing that is kind of made their own, which is a calypso. And if you've ever heard the calypso beat, bum 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 cha cha cha, it's kind of like that kind of a beat. It's a very fun and wonderful thing. Well, when we were talking today about this wonderful memory that we made today, and I have a feeling that my children might be smiling right now because they might know what's coming. This is a song that I wrote a while ago, and it's about. Okay.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, now tell your story.
Here we go. We got the rhythm. This is a song about going about your day, which is always busy, right? Busy, 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 busy. And you got these kids that are wise, and they know what's up, and they're going to try to get you to slow down.
Now, she's telling you to slow down, not telling me to slow down.
I know.
She's telling you to slow down.
Or the kids are telling the crazy adults.
Yes.
That's right. All right, here's the adult. I gotta hurry up and rush around and start my day. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm on my way. I got a cup of coffee, no time to play, just heading for another day. And there's a whole lot of verses of crazy about all these many things to do. Oh, just way too many. And then the kids speak up and they say this. Whoa there, slow down, gotta take time to play. Just come on home and hang around, gotta make a memory today.
Molly wrote this song. Molly wrote this song. How many years ago?
When my kids were little kids.
So we're talking, I mean,
Yeah.
we'll tell your age if we tell them.
20 years ago? 20 years ago. About 20 years ago or so. Maybe 15 years ago. Somewhere in there. And those two melodies, they go together. So at times the adult will be trying to hear themselves sing, yeah, just like that. And the kids would sing together at the same time. I can't do that, but you'll get the idea if you hear it again. I gotta hurry up and rush around and start my day. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm on my way. I got a cup of coffee, no time to play, just heading for another day. Whoa there, slow down, gotta take time to play. Just come on board and hang around, gotta make a memory today. Again, whoa there, slow down, gotta take time to play. Just come on board and hang around, gotta make a memory today.
Come on, you gotta
And
love
that's what
this,
we
folks.
did.
I want to see comments on it. Come on, folks. I want to see some comments up there.
That's what we
I'm looking
did.
at
That's
the
what we
screen.
did.
That is a beautiful song.
Thank you. Thank you. It's fun. It's longer. There's more crazy verses of the crazy adult, but the kids persist. They persist. They're the wise ones. They know what's up. Well, there, slow down. Slow down.
And if you're
Make
sailing,
a memory.
if you're on a sailing on a catboat, you can't be in a rush. We went sailing today. Every boat in the harbor was faster than us.
That's right. And that's what the
Even
nice
the
thing
Chappie
was.
Ferry was faster than us. Everything moving on the water. But you know, we were fun.
That's what was so nice about it. It
We
was so
had
relaxing
such a
and
relaxed,
lovely.
good time. There was just enough wind to keep us moving.
Yeah.
And there were many power boats out maneuvering us, going around us, and whatever. That's fine. All right.
And other sailboats going faster than
Oh,
us,
yeah,
and they
other
were tipping.
sailboats.
They were tipping more than we were. We were just cruising along. You said it's like a floating living room. Yeah, well, it was just that comfy.
That's right. Anyway. So isn't that a lovely song? Am I seeing any comments over there?
Oh, people are saying hi. We're saying hi back. Hi, guys. Oh, we got Pam and Uda and Carol. And we got lots of Connie. We got a lot of people there.
Oh my
Hi,
God,
everybody.
I gotta get my capo.
We gotta get a cape. All right, we gotta get a cape.
We gotta get serious now. There it is. So this show could be our family show for families, because we want to give a shout out
Oh yes, to another great, awesome
to a
family.
wonderful family.
Yeah.
Molly and I sang for the Oliver family, and we want to give a shout out to the Oliver family. This is a wonderful family that I've known for more than a decade. Could be even longer than that. And it brings tears to my eyes to think of them, because they're so sweet, they're so kind. And every year, almost every year, or maybe sometimes every other year or whatever, they'll book me, to meet with them at a beach, a private beach, South Beach, private beach, to sing sea shanties and
With the
songs
family.
and tell stories. And we're not talking one generation, we're talking a family of multiple generations together.
And we got to do that.
Molly
with
had
this
never met them
family.
before,
I
because
had never met them, and they were just so sweet. And what I have to say, what I loved so much was that they had all of his albums memorized. They even the little tiniest kids were singing the songs. And in fact, when we got to Rolling Home, and he said the parents were trying to impress this little 2-year-old, 3 at the most, and say, "Here, this is his song. Rolling Home is his song." And the kid said, "No, it's not. It's my song." It was so sweet, because he knew all the words. They said he'd been singing it all year long. And then they just start naming all these tunes that they were requesting, wanting you to sing, which was so fun. And they knew the words. They knew their stuff. But it was most impressive that they just wanted to sit together and listen to some lovely music and have a family memory together.
And listening in the background, I mean the sound, I mean not to talk about the visuals, you know what it's like to be at the beach, but the sound of the rolling surf in the background.
Yeah.
From a week of southwesterlies, just the rolling waves coming in.
It was
And then
really
I'm
nice.
singing these songs and talking to them. And of course, the attention span, as you know, of a child, he just gets up and he'll run around and at the beach and whatever. But then they'd come back and sit down and get another dose of it, and then they'd get up and go again. And anyway, it's a wet-eye event for me, because it's one of the warmest families I've ever performed for. I don't want to set favorites, but they are darn right wonderful.
And that brings up a good point too, is that Mark and I too are available to come to your family and have a fun time. So let us know if you want us to come. Super fun.
On either coast too.
That's right.
Because
That's right. We've got family.
we
on
have
the West
friends
Coast
on the
too.
West Coast.
That's right. That's right.
And I've sung for friends and family on the West Coast. So.
That's right.
Anyway, it's a treasured moment, and out of this.
Oh, and now this next song that you're going to do was kind of amazing. I thought it was pretty amazing that the family requested this song, but it was a powerful song for them, and it was really cool. This particular song, you do this one all by yourself. I get to listen.
lookout, he stood on the cross trees with a spyglass in his hand. There's a whale, there's a whale, there's a whale, fishy cry. She blows at every span, brave boy. She blows at every span. Well, the captain, he stood on the quarterdeck. What a fine old man was he. Overhaul, let your galley tackles fall and launch your boats out to sea. And launch your boats out to sea. Well, we launched our boats with the men aboard, and the whale was in full view. Resolved to use each a sailor boat, his sail where the whale finished the full boy. Sail where the whale finished the. Well, we struck that whale and the line paid out, but she gave a flourish with her tail, and the boat capsized and 4 men were lost. We never caught that whale, my boys. We never caught that whale. That whale, our captain, he said, it grieves my heart most. But to lose for my gallant man, it grieves me 10 times. That's never rain, where there's ice and snow and whale fishes blow, and daylight seldom seen, dear boy, daylight seldom seen.
That's a good song. I know why they requested that. It's
These
just
cute
a
little
good
kids
song.
wanted that song.
Yeah.
Oh my God, these cute little guys.
Yeah.
God bless them. You know, people. We may be out of fashion. Okay, this kind of music may not be fashionable in your neighborhood, but there are a few people out there that keeps Mark and Molly busy. There are a few out there, and God bless all the folk singers out there and all the wonderful celebrated musicians that you know on your list and whatever like that. But for Molly and I, we're so lucky. So lucky
We're so lucky.
to have you. Aren't we? You!
That's right.
I'm looking at you. Thank you. Thank you so
lucky.
much, all of you, for being a part of the show. Thank you for your support and your community involvement, too. We get emails and such like that. I want to thank all of our supporters, the quiet ones and the loud ones, the people who could join in and support us, because the Oliver story is, a shout out to them is really, they're awesome. And there are others. There are many others. And
We've done a few gigs this year, and all of you guys who come, it's just wonderful and means a lot.
They come up to us and say hi. It's a very personal thing, being a folk singer, We're not celebrities, nope. No, we're just normal people like you.
That's right.
We just happen to be having a good time with music.
That's right. And we're happy to share it with you. So thanks for being here.
Have we covered everything we wanted to talk about tonight? I obviously want to say thanks to my Patreon supporters. I want to thank the sponsors of what we do. I think we already said that pretty much. I think, look forward to seeing you at the fair.
Saturday, 6:30 to 7.
6:30 to 7. We're winding into the closer of summer. Amazing thing to imagine that we've only got next week is the fair.
Yeah.
We'll have a show for you Sunday night. It'll be great. We'll look like we've been to the fair.
You might see some blueberry pie dribbling down.
We'll have blueberry pie.
That's right.
If you've ever been in a family that is rushing around to prepare meals, prepare dishes for the fair,
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
sitting around tasting this and tasting that
Or finishing.
before they take it to the fair.
That's right. Or finishing up last finishing touches on the project. It's quite an exciting week.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you for being with us tonight. Hope you have a good week.
Yes.
Please share. Please comment. Be part of our show. You can own it.
Thank you.
You can own it. You can take this one home.
Thank you guys.
Call all hands to man the capstan. See the cable running clear. Beware the weather wars. For we do steer. one frosty morning, and the sails were full of snow. Tighten those sheets and pull in those halyards. Let her off and let her go. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea. Rolling home, rolling home, dear God, many thousand miles behind us, many thousand miles to go. The ocean lifts her waves to bring us to that well. Remember the shore, rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea. Rolling home to Martha's Vineyard. Rolling home, near gone to Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you so much. See you next week at the fair.